Welcome to Spell It, the Guyana Learning Channel's first ever National Spelling Bee competition. A show in which brilliant spellers from schools across Guyana will compete against each other to become the first ever Spell It champion. It is part of our mandate at the Guyana Learning Channel to provide quality educational content for students across this beautiful country through fun and interactive shows and competitions like this one. With this in mind, we have traveled throughout the length and breadth of Guyana, auditioning students from various schools and all walks of life, putting their phonetic abilities to the test to see if they have what it takes to walk away as the first ever Spell It champion. With over 200 contestants qualified, it is time to begin the competition. Here's what you can expect from our Spell It competition. We begin with our regional competition. Here, students will go head-to-head through 5 grueling rounds, where their recollection and phonetic abilities will be put to the test. The contestants who emerge victorious will then have a chance to represent their region at the grand finale. Once the regionals have been completed and representatives identified, we move on to the second half of the competition, the grand finale. At the grand finale, students from various regions will compete against each other on one of Guyana's largest stages. Only one contestant will emerge the winner. Here are the rules of the competition. 1. Once called upon by the host via their contestant number, the contestant will take their position at the podium. 2. The word will then be shared by the judges. 3. When a word is shared, the judges will share the word, its pronunciation, then the word once more. Number 4. After the word is shared, the timer begins and the contestant has up to 5 seconds to begin spelling or request the word be repeated, its definition, or for it to be used in a sentence. 5. Once a request is granted, the contestant has a maximum of 5 seconds to begin spelling the word. A student can request for the word and its pronunciation to be repeated a total of 3 times. A student can also request a definition of the word once. Also, the student can request that the word be used in a sentence once. Number 6. The contestant must repeat the word before they begin spelling. 7. Once the contestant begins to spell the word, they have a total of 15 seconds to complete spelling the word. Failure to do so will result in an elimination. 8. The judges will then indicate whether the contestant has spelled the word correctly or incorrectly and provide the correct spelling if necessary. Number 9. If a contestant does not spell the supplied word correctly, they are eliminated. 10. If eliminated, the contestant will then leave the podium and be led off by the stage manager. 11. If the contestant spells the word correctly, they will leave the podium and return to their designated numbered seat and await the next round or word. Number 12. There will be a total of 5 rounds. Number 13. Students will be given words until they are eliminated or the maximum of 5 rounds is completed. Number 14. On round 5, if a contestant does not spell their respective word correctly, they can avoid elimination by participating in a spell-off. The contestant will be given 3 words consecutively. If the contestant spells each of the words correctly, they will not be eliminated. And finally, all students that are not eliminated at the end of the 5 rounds will advance to the finals. So there you have it, the rules of our Spell It competition. All right, we got to get the ball rolling. So contestant number 1, please make your way to the microphone. Put your hands together for her.
All right, your first word is confidential. 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 Would you like it repeat?
Confidential. Confidential.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling is Confidential. Thank you.
Thank you for participating. So we'll call contestant number 2 to the microphone. Put your hands together for contestant number 1.
Okay, your word is agriculture. Agriculture. Agriculture.
Agriculture. Agriculture. Agriculture.
That is correct. Put your hands together for her. Calling contestant number 3.
Your word is introduction. Introduction. Introduction.
Introduction. Introduction.
That is correct. Put your hands together for her. And contestant number 4.
Your word is conditional. Conditional. Conditional.
Conditional. Condition.
You want to start that over? Remember, the word is conditional. Conditional.
Condistional.
I'm sorry, it's very close. Conditional is spelled Conditional. Conditional.
Going forward from round number 2, you have an opportunity to redeem yourself if you get a word incorrect. Now, this is what we call a lifeline. Now, this is just one extra chance to spell your word, all right? So, let's say you get your word incorrect, your lifeline automatically kicks in. Now, the judges will give you a new word, and if you spell that word correctly, then you move on to the next round. If that word is spelled incorrectly, then you are eliminated. Understood? Great. So, let's head straight into round number 2.
Your word is emancipation. Emancipation. Emancipation.
Emancipation. Emancipation. Emancipation.
That is correct. Put your hands together for her. Contestant 3.
Your word is amusement. Amusement. Amusement.
Amusement. Amusement.
That's correct.
Contestant number 2, you may return to the microphone for round number 3.
Your word is congregation. Congregation. Congregation.
Congregation. Congregation. Congregation.
That is correct.
Your word is glacier. Glacier. Glacier.
Glacier. Glacior.
I'm sorry, it's incorrect. Glacier is spelled Glacier. Glacier. So you have your lifeline, so we will now give you your lifeline word.
That word is politician. Politician. Politician.
Politician. Politicion.
That was very close, but it's actually Politician. Thank you.
Put your hands together for her for participating.
That leaves contestant number 2. Make your way to the microphone.
Okay, your word is novice. Novice. Novice.
Novice. Noviss. Novice.
I'm sorry, it's incorrect. Novice is spelled Novice. Novice. So you will now be given your lifeline word.
That word is Essequibo. Essequibo. Essequibo.
Essequibo. Essiquibo. Essequibo.
Could you spell it over for us, please? Remember, take your time.
Essiquibo. Essequibo.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling is Essequibo. Thank you.
Thank you for participating, contestant. We will take a 5-minute break and then we will resume. All right, so for our new contestants, we want to say welcome to the Spell It Regionals. Here is where you guys will be competing against each other to see who will be the regional representative or representatives at the grand finale of our Spell It competition. Now, I'm going to go through the rules of this competition with you guys for you to get a better understanding of what is going to happen, okay? So, let's go through the rules once more. Now, once called upon the host, which is myself, you will make your way to the microphone. When you make your way to the microphone, the judges, who are Mr. Mona Luti and Mr. Jonathan Jacobus, they are going to give you a word to spell. Now, they're going to give you the word, its pronunciation, and then the word again, all right? Now, after the word is shared, the timer begins, and you have up to 5 seconds to begin spelling or request that the word be repeated, its definition, or for it to be used in a sentence. Now, once the request is granted, the contestant has a maximum of 5 seconds to begin spelling that word, right? Now, you can request for the word and its pronunciation to be repeated up to 3 times, right? You can also request that the definition of the word be given just once, and that the word be used in a sentence just once as well. Now, you must repeat the word before you begin spelling. Now, having you guys repeat the word lets us know and lets the judges know that you know what word you're spelling or what it is they're asking you to spell, all right? Now, once you begin spelling that word, you have a total of 15 seconds to complete spelling that word. Now, if your time runs out and you have not yet finished spelling that word, you will be eliminated. I know, right? Good. Now, if you did get your word, if you did spell your word within the allotted time period, you're going to hear this sound. If it's correct, you hear this sound. If it's incorrect, you hear this sound. And if your time is up, you'll hear this sound. You guys understand? Good. So you're going to hear the sounds, and you'll know if you're correct, incorrect, or your time has run out. Now, if you do not spell the word correctly, then unfortunately, you are going to be eliminated from the competition. So, listen carefully to your words, pay very close attention, all right? Now, if eliminated, Miss Sonia here is going to take you off the stage and you're going to return to sit with your mommy or your teacher. Now, if the contestant spells the word correctly, then you return to your seat. If you hear the correct sound, you return to your seat and you wait until your next round on your next word, right? Now, you will be given words until you are eliminated, or if you successfully complete all 5 rounds of the competition. But here's what's going to happen in round number 5. So if we give you a word in round number 5 and you get that word incorrect, well, you got a second chance at staying in the competition and at moving forward to our finals, all right? Now, if you get a word incorrect, then you will move on to what we call a spell off. Now, a spell off is where the judges will give you 3 words to spell, and you need all 3 of those words correct. If you get even 1 word incorrect, then you're eliminated. All right? Good. Now, whoever is not eliminated at the end of 5 rounds will move on to be the regional representative. What does this mean? This means you guys are going to be going to Georgetown, going on the big stage, going on the big stage and competing with children from schools all across Guyana. Not just in Bartica, not just in Georgetown, but in Essequibo, in Linden, and in Berbice. All right? You will be representing the Cayuni-Mazaruni region. So represent your region well, and best of luck for your Spell It competition today. All right? Great. So before we head into the competition, let me introduce you to our contestants. We've got contestant number 5, Miss Shania Sears. So put your hands together for Shania. And for contestant number 6, we've got Kemuel Lawrence. Put your hands together for him. And last but not least, we have the next contestant, contestant number 7, Jamari Rodriguez. Put your hands together for him. Judges, are you ready? Contestants, are you ready? All right, so let's get the ball rolling. Calling contestant number 5 to the microphone.
Okay, hi. Okay, are you ready for your word?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your word is germination.
Germination. Capital Germination. Germination.
That is correct. Very good. Calling contestant number 6 to the microphone.
So I just want to remind the contestants, so you can wait until we're finished calling the word, right? So you can take your time, we're going to say the word, we're going to pronounce it very slowly for you, and then we're going to say the word again, just to ensure that you're hearing it correctly, okay? All right, so let me give you your word. Your word is conversation. Conversation. Conversation.
Conversation. Conversation. Conversation.
That is correct. Great job. Next up, contestant number 7.
Your word is redress. Redress. Redress.
Redress. Redress. Redress.
That is correct. Great job. So you guys would have successfully completed round number 1. So we're going to head straight into round number 2. So contestant number 5, make your way to the microphone.
Okay. Your word is documentary. Documentary. Documentary.
Documentary. Documentary. Documentary.
That is correct. Contestant number 6.
Your word is embargo. Embargo. Embargo.
Embargo. EMBARGO. Embargo.
That is correct as well. Nice. Next up, contestant 7.
Okay. Your word is recreation. Recreation.
Recreation. RECREATION. Recreation.
That is correct. And that completes round number 2. So we head straight into round number 3. Contestant 5, you're up.
All right, your word is inventory. Inventory. Inventory.
Inventory. ENVENTORY.
Very good. Kindly come back to the mic. Can you come back to the mic, please? Kindly respell inventory.
Inventory. Enventory.
All right, my bad. So inventory starts with an I. All right. However, we have a lifeline option, which enables you to be given another word. So it's basically another chance for you to proceed. All right. You'll be given that word now.
Okay, so this goes to all the contestants. So you all have a second chance if you get a word incorrect, right? But this is only one extra chance until round 5, right? So still try your best. So this is your second chance. This word is desperation.
Respiration.
Desperation. Desperation.
Desperation. Despiration.
Do you want to spell it out for me, please?
Desperation. Despiration.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Desperation is spelled with an E where you use an I. That's very close. Desperation. Desperation. Very, very good try.
All right, thank you for trying, contestant. And to the boys that are remaining, or contestants that are remaining, you have a lifeline. Now, that is what the judges were explaining just now. Now, a lifeline is a second chance at staying in the competition, but it can only be used once. So if you get a word incorrect, automatically your lifeline kicks in and the judges is going to give you a new word to spell. Now, if you get that word correct, you stay in the competition. If you get that word incorrect, you are eliminated. All right? So just a reminder, listen carefully to your words, and you can ask the judges to repeat the word. You can ask the judges to use the word in a sentence, or even to give you the definition of that word. All right? Great. So calling contestant number 6 to the microphone.
Your word is amendment. Amendment. Amendment.
Amendment. Amendment. Amendment.
That is correct.
Moving on to contestant number 7.
Your word is extravagant. Extravagant. Extravagant.
Extravagant. Extravagant. Extravagant.
Do you want to start over? I see you pause a little bit there. Why don't you start back over for me?
Extravagant.
So the word is extravagant. Extravagant. It means excessive or exceeding normal bounds. Extravagant.
Extravagant. Extravagant. Extravagant.
I'm sorry, it's very close. Extravagant is spelled extravagant. Extravagant. Okay? So remember, you have a lifeline, so you'll now be given that lifeline word.
That word is interpretation. Interpretation. Interpretation.
Interpretation.
Interpretation.
Interpretation. Interp. Interpr.
Interpretation.
Interpretation. Interpri.
John, do you want to pronounce it for him one more time, please?
Okay, so the word is interpretation. Interpretation. Interpretation.
Interpretation. Interprecation.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. That's a very good try. Interpretation is spelled interpretation. Interpretation.
So that leaves us with just one contestant remaining. Does he have what it takes to be our Spell It champion? Let's find out. Contestant number 6, make your way to the microphone. Now, since you are the final contestant, and we are going to remind you to listen carefully to your words, you may ask for your word to be repeated. You may ask for it to be used in a sentence, and you can also ask for the judges to give you its definition. All right? Good.
Okay. So your word is vibration. Vibration. Vibration.
Vibration. Vibration. Vibration.
That is correct. Great job. Now we're heading into the 5th and final round of the competition. Now here's what's going to happen. If you have your lifeline, then your lifeline goes over to round number 5, right? Now, if you get the word that the judges gave you incorrect, your lifeline automatically kicks in. However, if you get your lifeline word incorrect, then you go over to what we call the spell off. Now, the spell off is where the judges are going to give you 3 words back to back, and you need to get all 3 words correct in order to qualify or in order to move on to the finals. All right? So you basically have 2 shots at staying in the competition in round number 5. So, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, judges, are you ready?
Yep.
Let's go into round number 5.
Okay. Your final word is government. Government.
Government. Government. Government.
Okay, let me repeat that. Government. Government. Government.
Government. Government. Government.
Could you please spell it back slowly?
Government. Government. Government.
Okay, that's correct.
All right, that is correct. So congratulations, Kemuel. You are the regional representative of region number 7, the Cayuni Mazaruni region. So put your hands together for him.
Now that we've reached the end of this episode of our regional competition, we're one step closer to the grand finale of the National Spell It competition. Join us in the next episode as we visit a new location where even more contestants will compete for the honor of representing their region. Who do you think will be our first ever Spell It champion? Stay tuned to find out.